Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I have here all the different decks. This is an introduction to the readings. I'm using 4 different decks, and so I'm here to tell you that I'll be doing the mixing off camera for 3 of the decks, laying the spread as you see, and then when I'm with you, I will mix the VERA SIBILLA cards and clarify with you. And then I'll be using my runes, and this month I'll be using tiger eyes runes because the contrast is a little easier to see. And of course, as I say that, you cannot see that. Okay. Now, the decks I'll be using is my picture postcards. For a few, I'll take a few of those. Then I'll be using the Happy Tarot, which is a delightful deck. The Happy Tarot. And then I'll be using the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. Take 1 card from there. And of course, then VERA SIBILLA. This time I'll be using the VERA SIBILLA that is a very rare deck, very rare. And I use it sparingly because I can't find a replacement. All right, so on to our readings. Thank you, old and new subscribers. Thank you for your support. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. I have your spread laying here. Let me pull it out for you and show you. This is the Fine Arts Picture postcard, The Visitation of Saint Elizabeth to the Virgin Mary. Then I have the star in the Happy Tarot, the star. I have the 8 of Pentacles. In 3 readings this has come out. The 8 of Pentacles. Then I have from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, Perdreau card, the 5, Ogun la Flambeau. Ogun la Flambeau. Ogun la Flambeau is a fire card. It's fire on fire. It speaks of anger. It speaks of rage, burning rage. It makes... La Flambeau pushes you to take matters of life and death into your own hands. A warrior, you can see, you know. This Ogun, it is said, has freed Haiti, and he's fought in the homelands of South Africa, has defeated Hitler, and so on. This is the power that drove the slavers from Haiti. Okay, so there's rage, there's anger, there's fighting. All right, this is the card of Ogun la Flambeau. And the last card going out, whoop, oh, wait, is this? Ah, okay. Is Francisco de Surbastian, and it is Saint Francis in meditation. Saint Francis in meditation. Okay, now, what I'm seeing is that here is the potential of using destruction constructively. Okay, there's the constructive use of potentially destructive energies. There's a there is this force of using the underlying energy is the constructive use of a potentially destructive force. Okay, now what we do when you come in, I see Aquarius, when you come in, there is this grapevine. Okay, there's this grapevine. Things are going through the grapevines. I said, she said, he said, she said, she said, he said, and everybody's talking about other people, and your mind is on a windmill. You know, there's this windmills of your mind, and she said, you're not calm in that sense. And you ask yourself, where is the truth? Where is the truth? How could I? There is an underlying anger here, rage that I'm getting coming out of this. But we have the action that you take on this rage and on these questions that you ask yourself in this grapevine. You have the star, and the star here is an Aquarius card. It is your card. It is the way you take action. It is the way you use action. The way you use your intellect to potentially use destructive forces constructively. Okay, and remember that the cards are counseling you to channel this rage, this anger in some way. I have here also the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is the Sun in Virgo. This Virgo is the 21st of August to the 20th of September here. Your environment in July will make you plan for that period, almost as if you're looking ahead, because in that period you're going to make a move. I see there is movement here. There's unrest, and on the one hand, but there's also movement because of plans that you have going on. Ogun la Flambeau, we spoke of the rage and the anger and the warrior behind Ogun la Flambeau. But again, the cards are counseling you to constructively use potentially destructive energies. Then I have the outgoing card as the element of change. The element of change here, the only element of change that the cards are signaling to you is the possibility to raise your eyes, raise your gaze, and look at another dimension. We're looking at a spiritual dimension that removes your soul from the rage. Let me take the Vera Sibilla cards here to clarify each and every one of these. Okay, very interesting. The rage is here and the rage is coming out here. Lardo, the thief, who speaks to negative change, delirious nature, anxiety, and the prison. There is here a... undoubtedly you come in and there is a brouhaha, 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 brouhaha. There's ruminations, there's words, there's things going around, there's unsettled. You are unsettled. And that's very, very clear. You have to stay put where you are. You cannot travel. There is some element that is keeping you there. You have vowed to stay in a place and take care of the family, the home. You know, there's some kind of commitment that you made. It's brimming. I can feel the energy. I can hear the energy here, Aquarius. It's very, very interesting. And I'm going to take three Sibilla cards on the star, the action that you take. The star here is militare, military. Virgin, the Virgin of the deck. This is a new energy, a harmonious energy, and dispiacere, sadness. There are many things left unsaid. Many things left unsaid, but let's say, because they are unsaid, the sadness sets in. But what is bringing you to be oriented by the light of the star is this harmonic energy of the Virgin, of the Vera Sibilla, in the sense that if you're able to see that the areas of your life that still you have yet to come, those areas of your life that you have put aside for yourself, because now, in this period of time, up until June, July, August, is a time where you have committed to something, to a project, to a family member, to difficulties, to supporting family members. The element of novelty and of harmony comes because you know that things then change in the period of Virgo. I'm going to take three cards over, and we said the star was the Aquarius card, and the Eight of Pentacles is the Virgo card. And here we go. We've got the Donna di Servizio, the housemaid, so speedy sighing, it never comes early enough, and the messenger. Okay, now this is how can I say? The Donna di Servizio, the housemaid, is always a helping hand, is always a positive element, a positive card, positive energy. Positive energy that, okay, I could say superficially you will be receiving messages. Like I said, there is an energetic brouhaha, there's he said, she said, there's a lot of talk going on that you try to extricate yourself from. And the sighing is the waiting period for you, because you cannot wait to get out of this imprisoned, this imprisonment that you yourself took responsibility for, you yourself have committed to. So you know there will be an ending to it. Let's look at the Ogun La Flambeau. Ogun La Flambeau, here it goes, look. There's the death card. Morte, disgrazia, disgrace is like a tower situation. Pensieri, thought. Now, it may well be that in this period, why you are in the situation that you are, in the context that you are, in the city that you are, in the very position that you are, is because you were taking care of a member of the family who has passed or who was ill. And the rage sets in because of that. And the rage sets in because of the feeling of imprisonment as well. But the story doesn't end there. The story still goes on, and what we see as the element of change here, there's so many crisscrossing emotions that you're being torn apart, Aquarius. I wouldn't want to be you in the period of July and in the upcoming months, because I see that you are being pulled all which ways. But you're mature about it. Over the change, the element of change here is jealousy, gelosia, Costanza, Constance, and Servo, the male servant, who is not contrary to the female housemaid. The servant here is a sort of darker card. It's a card that is sinister, and it's you saying, okay, I know they need me, I'm here, but it's you saying, I wish that I wouldn't feel this way. I wish that I hadn't committed. I wish that there would be something more here for me. Just one bit of lightness, one bit of, okay. And it's not regret. It's just because we're human, and this side comes up to the fore. I'm going to take the runes, but there's more here to say. There's more here to say. Because what I'm seeing is the anger that comes to the fore is anger rightly placed, in the sense that you have spent time and you're seeing someone in pain. Okay, they're in pain, and that is the cause for your sadness as well, and the anger. But and that is compounded by the idea that you are stuck. Now, what we have to remember is that they gave us two windows of opportunity. They gave you the opportunity to know that you were the driving force behind this, the Aquarius card, and the Virgo card, August 21st and September 20th, when you get a moment of respite, when there is a moment where possibly you can then move, you can go back to your normal plans, you can go back to where you used to live, you can move along for your job. I'm going to now take the runes and see what they add. It will be tough. It will be tough. It will be tough. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now, when you decided initially to put yourself in this position because you came to the aid of family members or close friends or things like that, when you did that, you understood that it was the thing to do. You understood that it was your responsibility. You had to be there for these people. You had to help them in some way. And that for you was the key to serenity in a first instance, and it was. And you went forward. Okay, I'm getting Einwatz here with that, and Ewatz, which is the moving forward, journeying room, which did allow you to develop the time in this context. But there are a few things here that are difficult. First of all, there's Lagos Merkstave, and Lagos Merkstave tells you that, look, it's going to be a roller coaster, it's going to be painful, it's going to be difficult. Because if there's anything we can tell you, they're telling me, that if you're able to in some way make constructive use of a destructive force, potentially destructive force, then you will see light at the end of the tunnel. And Anzu's bright stave does tell you also to use communication as a means to alleviate your predicament, your sentiments, your difficulties. I have Perjo Brightstave, and Perjo Brightstave tells me that you can call on your intuition. It tells me that even though you know that the going is not going to be smooth, I didn't have to tell you, you didn't have to wait for Christelle Martinette to tell you that. You know that. There's still something here, however, that there's Isa here that tells me you know that how it was going to be, and you know that it was going to be difficult, but where the suffering for you, or where the dismay, rather is the best word, where the dismay lies the most, is in that you have a sensation that you're losing yourself, your personality, your space, yourself, your soul. You're losing yourself because you're overexposing yourself. This is Isa. And I've got here Urus, difficult runes, okay, but not impossible. I have Urus here, Merkstave, that tells me you can't get out. It's like the rune need here at the top. This is a right. It's not a rite of passage. It's a responsibility that you took upon yourself and you have to do. And that, be that as it may, and we know that Yera is here telling you that it's going to take time, and you have put that time into the program, into the idea, and so you know that. What I don't like here is Tyr Merkstave pointing to the time, telling me that it is the element of time. Whether you're 20, whether you're 30, whether you're 40, or whether you're 50, and so on. Even if you're 20, you're going to feel like you're growing old day by day because of the choices that you made there. And you'll get the impression that there's no way out. You're in between a rock and a hard place. And what the runes and cards ultimately tell me, this is Otala, is that the key is to remember to make constructive use of a potentially destructive force. Okay? Whew, that was tough. I do hope this was of help to you, Aquarius, really. At times the readings are so multi-layered and so difficult to get all of the information out at once. I do hope this was of help to you. Thank you so much, my great die-hard subscribers, and welcome to my channel, my new subscribers. Namaste, everybody. Have a nice month of July until we read together again. Bye-bye. Also, those of you who want a private reading, please go to my website, www.christellemartinette.com, and you'll find under readings. There'll be a page there explaining everything, or just write to me, readings@christellemartinette.com. Bye-bye.